Let's see. I want to grab some building supplies first and foremost, because what I've been doing, if you couldn't tell by the numerous more chests I have down here, I've been a little bit busy. I have largely been, what I've been doing is going around to the villages we've been to before and kind of demolishing them. I talked about it before. Gonna need some extra supplies. Might as well. But we're also gonna have, technically, our first building project. And so I'm trying to decide what type of wood I want. Oh, and y'all are never gonna guess what happened. So, while I was off stream, just doing my thing, going around, demolishing villages, hanging out in the area, and doing some things, there were not one, but two wandering traders that spawned. One of which sold a mangrove the mangrove sapling, and then another sold the dark oak sapling. So I bought 4 of the dark oak and 1 of the mangrove because we haven't found either of those types of biomes yet. So that should hopefully, at least I think, give us all of the different types of wood, except for the crimson. We have those right outside our nether portal into the nether, which I do need to go in and eventually start doing more nether things, but I'll get to that. For the moment, I want to decide what I want to build with, what particular type of wood. At least I think I want it to be wood. I could do stone or stone brick. Maybe just to be on the safe side, I'll bring like a few things. In case I can't make up my mind or I want to use like a little bit of a variety of some things. We'll do that. Yeah, I didn't even know it was possible for 2 wandering traders to appear at once, but it was literally right up here. Like one was hanging out around here, and then the other was hanging out a bit more over this way. It was really, really, really weird and caught me off guard, especially for what they sold, because they each sold exactly the 2 types of saplings that I need. While I've been demolishing the villages as well, I have been bringing stuff over to these chests because there's quite a bit of overflow, and I don't know exactly how much of everything I'm going to need, but I want to make sure I'm well prepared. So as far as the villages I've been working on demolishing, we have the one just over the hill that way that I've mostly done. I did the one in the desert a bit farther that way because that one is more of a trip. The only one I haven't really touched yet is the one back here, just over the river, which is also why we're going to be building our bridge today. I didn't touch that one yet because I figure it's probably at least one of the closest. So that could be, you know, one of the ones we could save for last. All right, so we got to figure out where exactly we want to put this bridge. It's technically our first building project. So there's going to be quite a bit of pressure. I think I had mapped out this space because this space is where a gate is going to go. And I think it lines up decently with the land over there. I believe if I map this out correctly, which is a very big if. So let's get a middle point going. I don't know if I want to. Yeah, no, I changed my mind. I don't want to. Oh. We don't need to talk about it. We don't need to talk about it at all. Just don't talk about it. Okay. Here we go. I don't know why it's just getting started on building something. It's always the most nerve-wracking. I think we'll do... I want it to be 3 wide, I think. I think that sounds good. But do I want it to be directly in front of the gate? I think I do. I'm pretty sure that's how I mapped it out as well. 2, 3. Oh, we have our first block placed. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, let's see. What I'm thinking, I want it to be mainly slabs. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And then possibly do something where it kind of has a little bit of a dip in it. Like, not quite a U shape, but, you know, it's definitely more concave, sort of a little bit. Y'all get what I mean? That's the goal. Whether I can actually pull it off decently, who's to say? Like, I have a vision, but we'll see if I can actually pull it off. That's the problem. Like, I know how I want things to be, like, when I'm picturing them in my head. But then actually getting them physically down, that's the rough part. Carefully. This is a little bit precarious. I know if I fall in the water, I'll be fine. But that's also kind of an if. Because there's a bit before we get to the water. It would also very much be something that I do where I build the entire thing, and then once it's done, I decide I hate it, and then tear the whole thing down. Really, anything is possible. What do we think? Do we hate it? Do we love it? I feel like I'm kind of underestimating just how long this bridge is going to be. Which, that's the dream. Biggest bitch of this is going to be figuring out the middle point. Then we're going to have to start going back up. Oh, dear. Maybe at some point we'll just have a longer middle piece, you know? Maybe we'll go down, like, say, one more level, and then we'll start on the other side, perhaps? It's a thought. Maybe not a good one, but a thought, nonetheless. The biggest thing I'm kind of unsure of right now is the railing, because I kind of wanted to go for something more simple, but now I don't know if I actually like it now. And then maybe from here, we'll just have a longer middle piece. Is that enough? Is that too much? I don't know. I am plagued by so many questions. Yeah, looking at it now, ooh, that's gonna be a really long middle piece. Should I make the sections longer? I don't know if I would like that. Oh, I'm so indecisive. This is why I can't come up with my own builds, because I'm bad at it. Maybe I should do longer sections. Like maybe instead of 3 across, maybe 5 across? Ooh, but then I'd have to take all those down. Can I really be bothered to do that? I mean, I'll have to. It's either that or live with my poor, ill-thought-out decisions. And goodness knows I don't ever want to do that. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, and then we're gonna have to adjust the fence accordingly. Oh my god, I got so much fixing to do. Aw, jeez. I'm living with the consequences of my actions. Oh. Curse my poor decisions and building skills. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, we got like the 1 and then... Oh, I hadn't thought about that. Maybe... Hold on, sun's going down, but the thoughts are forming. Gears are turning. I'm like one stray thought away from smoke pouring out of my ears. But maybe something's happening here. What if, and hear me out, I take these down and replace them, perhaps, maybe, with stairs going across here. And then this is 5 long, and then staircase, and then another... Maybe we'll just stick with the original plan for right now and see how I feel about that. That may be better in the long run for everyone's sanity, especially mine. And this is a whole lot of hoopla over something as simple as just a bridge. I thought we could start with this because it was relatively easy. Egg is on my face, I suppose. I still haven't decided if I like the stripped logs or not, because I particularly wanted to go for the spruce wood because it's so dark, but not too dark, like dark oak, you know? Spruce, I feel like, still has a really nice pattern to it. I don't know. The indecisiveness is really rearing its ugly head today. See, now I'm having the dilemma where, once again, I feel like the bridge that I already built is really long, but now it doesn't seem so much. Maybe it's just a matter of perspective? I don't know. 4, 5. I wouldn't be surprised if at some point I just completely fudge up my counting like an absolute goof, and then it ruins the entire build. I've had that happen before. More times than I feel comfortable admitting. This is the middle. This is supposed to be the middle block, isn't it? Okay, you know what? That's not too bad. We can work with that. I didn't build a whole ton over there. We can just take that whole bit and just... But, you know, not specifically so, because I don't have World Edit installed. I've never used World Edit. I probably should. Maybe I should learn how to use it. It would probably make this whole process a hell of a lot easier. I just decided that for some reason I wanted to do survival. For better or worse. Yeah. 4, 5, and then oh yes, and then just bring that all the way across. We have our shape! But how does it look? Is it ugly? Is it terrible? I need to get a far away look and it's getting dark. Okay, let's have a little look-see from a bit farther away. See how it is? Ooh. You know what? That is really not terrible. You know, I think maybe I almost actually like the extra slabs underneath. Possibly. I'll have to see. Undecided. Can always tweak some things later. But we have our general shape. And I mean, technically, I guess for all intents and purposes, we really have a bridge. Because it gets us from one side to the other. Just, you know, a little scuffed. But you know what? By all technicalities and definitions, a bridge nonetheless. Let's go ahead and finish filling this out. Oh, I'm feeling a little bit more confident about this. I hope that doesn't come back to bite me in the butt. And then once it's done, I suddenly start hating it and need to take it down. I'm not going to think about that too much. Otherwise, I will probably manifest that into reality. Do I want to go collect all this dirt that's falling into the water? Yeah, I do. Of course I do. What kind of question is that? We all know. Say it with me now. I'm a freaking hoarder. So of course I do. Every single block I have to go get. I've had another idea for a build that I've wanted to do for a really long time, but I've never actually been able to even start anywhere on any server. Like the castle I want to do in the big surrounding village, I've started that a few times, you know, like on SMPs, you know, those that you start with your friends and you all swear that you're never gonna abandon it, or like on a multiplayer server like Hypixel where you can build your own stuff and yada yada, you know, all that. Things that don't exactly pan out. I've at least started, not quite finished, the castle and village that I'm going to build at some point. Started a few times, actually. Most recent one was in a survival world that I've talked about before. Accidentally lost about a year's worth of work to it, so just kind of abandoned that in favor of a newer Minecraft version. But this particular build, it popped into my brain while I was underwater, because I think I've talked about before, I want to build like an underwater Bioshock-esque type glass bubble. I don't know where I want to build it. Obviously somewhere out in the middle of the ocean. But specifically where? In this world. I don't know. But it's one of those things that I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to try it. It's most likely going to be the biggest pain in the entire world, especially clearing out all that damn water. Oh lordy, I'm gonna need all the sponges. But I want to do it at some point. I have like a list of so many different things I want to build. And I really hope this ends up being the survival world where I actually can like make a whole bunch of things that I've had stored up in my imagination for years. Like literal years. Some of them possibly like maybe like 10 years now. Oy, yikes. Don't want to think about that. Oh god, I'm gonna start aging myself. Oh boy. Maybe what I want to do, I want to have the overlapping slabs be, oh, like that. Yeah, I want it to be like an underneath ridge in the middle. Oh, I really like that. Kind of breaks up like the monotony a little bit. Monotony? Is that the word I want to use? I don't know. I'm an English major, and I still can't always think of the right words I want to use sometimes in certain situations. But y'all get what I mean. I think that would look really nice. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to have enough slabs. F, 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 F. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to have enough. But just barely. Oh, that's the worst part. Like, if I super over or underestimate how much I'm gonna need, I don't know why, but that feels better than just being like, I was so close to finishing, but I was like a few blocks off, and then I gotta go all the way back and get some more, like just for a couple blocks. Oh, wait, am I gonna have enough? Oh, I might actually have enough. Well, not really, because I still want to do the middle ridge, but hey, look at that! Oh, shit! We got a whole ass bridge. I mean, we still got to finish the railing and the underneath part of the ridge and, you know, any other, like, decorations. Eventually, like I said, I want to add lanterns on, like, a lamppost, or, you know, just to have a little brightness and light going all the way across. But other than all of that, we're done! Okay, but I kind of hate it. Oh, no! It's fine, I'll fix it later. Well, for now, at least, we have a bridge. Even if eventually I completely demolish and redo the entire damn thing, for the moment, we have a bridge. So what I want to do is go over to that village and start demolishing. Probably maybe what I should have done, instead of doing it more of like a direct V type shape, like round it out a little bit more, like have the middle portion be the longest, and then have it be slightly less, and then slightly less, and then slightly less all the way up until each side. Does that make sense? Probably not. I doubt anyone ever understands anything that I'm saying. Alright, village. I'm coming for ya. Although it's not gonna be that bad. Probably. I always leave the villagers alone, obviously. I don't slaughter all of them, because goodness knows I don't need to be picking no fights with no iron golems. No, thank you. And I definitely don't really, again, need to be demolishing these villages. I could leave them alone, but it's kind of just a matter of collecting extra resources. Hello. Hi. I don't think you want to get in the way of my axe. You're gonna be upset. I'm gonna be upset because the iron golem's gonna be upset at me. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna need all kinds of stuff anyway. Like, for example, this composter. I'll take that. Because I'm probably gonna have a whole bunch of gardens. I'm gonna have a whole bunch of farmers. You know. Could I craft a bunch of those myself? Sure. But I'm also a lazy piece of shit. And there are times, like, for example, right now, where I kind of just live for the chaos. And I just feel like destroying a village. It's one of those things where, you know, normally, in typical survival playthroughs, you don't just raze an entire village to the ground, you know? not something that typically happens. So it is something that kind of satisfies a little bit of that chaotic, destructive side, you know? Just scratches that itch, just a little tiny bit. I may not take the entire thing down right now because I also do want to grab the glass with some silk touch, some tool or another. Because I did off stream also, if y'all didn't see, I had the chest of glass. I did go to the desert, bring back a whole inventory full of sand. But the desert's kind of a ways to get to. And yeah, there's not a whole lot of individual blocks of glass here. But again, lazy piece of shit. And it's much easier to collect individual pieces of glass from the nearby village than to have to walk all the way over to the desert, collect it, come all the way back, and smelt it all. It's just, you know, anything that can save me the most minuscule amount of effort. For the most part, for right now, until I'm prepared to board up all the villagers in a giant dirt box, I'm gonna leave most of each housing structure with a bed intact, just so they have somewhere to go at night. But eventually, I will bring all the beds together in a giant dirt frame and just kind of keep them there and then destroy the whole damn place. Sir? I almost punched you right in your silly straw hat head. Gotta be careful. Seeing me. Uh-oh. Excuse you! Hey! That is not your bed. Yeah, no. No. Not for you. No. We don't share a bed. There's this thing called boundaries. Thank you. Oh gosh, the layout of this village. I briefly forgot just how kerfuffled it is. Just with a giant hole in the middle of it. Y'all really picked one heck of a place to put your village, I'll tell you that. The only thing right now I think that I'm kind of torn about is what to actually do with all of these villagers. Because, hear me out. When I start my village, I don't want really to just have nothing but a whole bunch of like plains-looking villagers all in the brown outfits, you know. I kind of want an even amount sort of plains villagers and taiga villagers, desert villagers, jungle villagers, swamp villagers. Some of them I know aren't really easy to come across, so I'm gonna have to spawn them in. I've accepted that. Y'all get off my back about it. I don't care. But so then the thing is, though, if I'm already spawning in villagers, then what am I gonna do with all of these guys? Just kind of leave them in a dirt box forever? I don't know. What do you think? I don't think he likes that idea. Definitely by the time I'm done with this, my goal is to make it look like there was never a village here in the first place. And this is why I made sure to put some dirt back, some torches, all that, because I've never, like, actually taken the time to take down a village block by block. If I'm gonna take the time to destroy a village, it's usually gonna be with TNT and flint and steel, if you catch my drift. A lot easier, simpler process. But with this, you know, you don't realize just how many torches are everywhere, how many logs, how many wood planks, how many doors are everywhere, all the decorative blocks like stairs and trapdoors, and how much of this and that is around, until you have it all in your inventory. Ooh. Oh, here we go. Give me that blast furnace. Oh, yeah. Do I even have a blast furnace yet? There's definitely some of those, like, villager trade type blocks. Some of them I'm not sure I have yet. Because I've definitely noticed, I think some of them may only be available in villages of specific biomes. Maybe. I could be wrong about that. I'm not quite sure. It's very possible. I'm on the outskirts of the village now, I think. where a villager is much, much less likely, especially because I broke the blast furnace, to come walking directly in the path of my tool. I've had some close calls already. Not gonna lie, come very close. Haven't yet smacked around a villager with a pickaxe or something. It's almost happened a few times though, especially whenever I'm hanging out in the town square. You know, wherever that bell is. Yeah. Got some close calls. Of course I say that. And then you just come wandering over here for whatever reason that I couldn't even begin to speculate on. Yes, hi. I'm sorry, was this your place of employment before? Sorry, you've been given the pink slip. You're free to go. Oh. Hello, sir. Is this your house? Sorry, I didn't mean to barge in like this. Hello. You don't see anything. I'm for certain not vandalizing a church. Okay, you know what? You keep coming up to me. I'm gonna go on up here. I know you can climb ladders if you really want to. Dear God, I remember when I found that out the hard way on stream one time. Well, hopefully, at least up here, y'all will leave me the heck alone. A little bit ironic how I'm kind of annoyed by villagers being around, and I want to build a whole gigantic village full of them. I'm sure it'll be fine. Needs bedless buildings I can demolish. Why do I feel like I was the one that just got judged? Oh, damn. Oh, sir? Sir? You good? I wouldn't be wandering into that hole if I was you. I mean, oh, God. Can he get back up here? I don't think he can. Uh-oh. I mean, I ain't trying to tell nobody how to live their life, but that seems like a very dangerous place to be, if you ask me. Hello. Oh, sorry. Am I interrupting? That's my bad. I'll be on my way. So sorry. I think it's officially time to start making my way downtown. Walking fast, faces passing on homebound. Do 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 do. God, why did I think that bridge was a good idea? Oh, it's so ugly. I don't like it at all. Now comes the process of putting everything away, getting this whole ish organized, which is a bit of a task. Have I not been putting pressure plates under redstone gadgets? Have I been putting them in miscellaneous? I have been putting them in miscellaneous. See, I don't even know my own organization system sometimes. Oh my gosh. Whenever I have the giant automated organization storage system, I'm gonna be losing stuff all of the time unless I have chests for like each individual item, which I could do. Probably won't do. Sounds like a colossal pain in the rear end to do something like that if you ask me. It's interesting occasionally when a wandering trader spawns at the same time as a traveling pillager group. I think only twice in the entire time that I've been like, you know, landscaping and building the wall border around and all that, they actually collided, and that was interesting. Trader died, obviously, but you know, it was fun to watch him flee in terror. That sounds bad. I'm just gonna stop talking.